Special rest in peace to the wisest man I ever knew, my good brother Quan Lewis. I know you watching over me, King. You'll never be forgotten and you'll always be missed. Peace in paradise. Quan Lewis. Special rest in peace to my little cousin, Grant Brown. You'll always be missed and you'll never, ever be forgotten, bro. I love you and I miss you. Peace in paradise. What's up with your family? It's your boy, the one and only Brenda's baby, Remiel Ma'at. You are now tuned into Ma'at TV. Most of y'all know the routine, but if you don't, remember to hit that like button as you come in. But most importantly, share this video because it's all about the content. If you're new to the channel, it's your first time stopping by, rocking with your boy, do me a favor. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, but do yourself a favor, hit that notification bell to make sure it's on all so you can be alerted and notified whenever I drop this heat. Alright, family. So everybody know the drama that's been going on with Hassan Campbell, aka Pissy Poppy, aka the Thigh Master, aka he thighed me. Everybody know what's going on with his situation. I am the GOAT because I called it. I didn't hear anybody call it out the way I did. I told y'all what he was doing and exactly what he was going to say, word for word, and that's exactly what he did. I told y'all it was a play move. He trying to force people to go to his Patreon. He got demonetized. They shut his shit down. I had all my theories basically were correct. He was doing it for attention. He's gonna come back with a whole conspiracy, and that's exactly what he did. He did it for attention. He wanted to force people to go over to his Patreon because he's not monetized on YouTube anymore. I did a live on it yesterday. I was kind of distracted, to be honest with you. I rewatched the live and I didn't really like it. So there's a few things I wanted to highlight that he said in his live, because in his live, three things. In his live, he first started out begging. They pretty much begging for donations. Crying, oh, I'm demonetized. I'm fighting this war. If y'all want to support me, go to my Cash App. They demonetized me and I'm up against $20 million. I'm fighting against $20 million and the boule and the whole spill about, y'all know how he do, always crying and shit. So he said that, and then turned around when he did his little segment on 10 Toes Down. Shout out to 10 Toes. He did a segment on 10 Toes Down. He turned around and started bragging about how much money he getting. Wait a minute, bro. You just asked for donations and was crying that they demonetized you, and now you're talking about you getting money and you just bought a new house. And then he said to 10 Toes that 10 Toes was putting his address out and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, wait a minute, bro. You've put your address out several times and told people to come to your house and say it to your face. Come say it to my face. So that's what we're going to get into. I ain't going to do too much rapping anymore. I'm going to let the video play and give my take. So without further ado, we're going to let that beautiful beam footage roll.
So Layla, once you talk, you got the wrench now, so they'll be able to see you. All the information is on Layla's page. This Monday, the address is right there, 260 Broadway, New York City Hall. This page is not monetized. Any videos that you see on YouTube right now is not monetized. So if you want to support me, because now I'm up against $20 million.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And now, at this point in time, I'm asking everybody. Hit my Cash App up. No, I'm asking.
See, this is the same thing he did before. The first time he did this shit, he was like, "Oh, I need money because they trying to kill me. I'm out here fighting this war against the Zulu Nation. They trying to kill me, and I'm gonna need money for lawyers." He did this already. The second time he did this shit, he said he was going to help people pay their rent, and the money is going to go to a youth center and the youth or some shit like that. Never happened. He went and bought a car and a new bike and jewelry and then bragged about it. This is the same routine every time they demonetize his ass. Anytime he say some slick shit and they demonetize him, he be like, "Oh, I'm fighting this war, and I'm out here fighting this war," and then turn around, talk about how much money he got. It's crazy. If you donated to this guy, you're a damn fool.
Because I can't go to war in dollars, and now at this point in time, I'm monetized. And
he said he's fighting against $20 million. How are you fighting against $20 million, bro? There's a whole group of individuals you talked about, not just Bambaataa. You talked about Fat Joe. You talked about everybody. My son, anybody you can think of, Hassan Campbell has probably said some shit about. You think that you was going to keep talking about these, as big as your platform is, you thought that you were going to keep talking about these people and nothing was going to happen? Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
You better be careful, little buddy.
Videos that you see on YouTube right now is not monetized. So if you want to support me, because now I'm up against $20 million, and now at this point in time, I'm asking everybody. Hit my Cash App up. No, I'm asking. Because I can't go to war with these type of niggas. Now I'm beefing with celebrities.
It's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. I'm going to war. I'm going to war. Nigga, you're on YouTube flapping your gums. You're not going to war, my nigga. All you got to do is shut the fuck up. You can put out a message without disrespecting people. But you know you really have no message, so you have to disrespect people to get people to listen to you. Because if you're just talking about what your little message that you try to give, especially when you just try to get that little Malcolm X speech and didn't have your goddamn history facts right, talking about they bombed Tulsa with a helicopter, the FBI helicopter wasn't even invented. FBI had nothing to do with it. FBI wasn't even the FBI until J. Edgar Hoover. It was the Bureau of Investigations, I think.
Because what do you think, as a people, what do you think these niggas is willing to do to keep that $20 million? Do you think that they want to let me and Layla Wills get in the way of them getting them type of donations? I need everybody to support me. I need everybody, and I promise.
That's another thing I think it is. I think he's upset and he's mad and jealous that Bam is getting that $20 million. Them 20 million whammies. I think he's upset about that. I don't think he likes the idea that, and he's not getting any of it. I think he's really upset about that. That's his lover. Secret lover. That's his secret lover. And he about to get 20 million slappers. He got 20 million reasons to hate that man right now. He mad. He definitely mad.
Anybody and everybody. Don't come in here with the clown shit, with the laughing and the clown shit. Ain't nothing funny about this.
See?
I will hide you from this channel.
See? Don't come in laughing with the clown shit. He's upset. He's really mad. You can tell. And when he's gonna sound like he about to cry. I think that part is coming up. I'm not sure, but I think it's coming up. He was about to cry. He's really upset that Bam is getting that money. Hassan can't stand when somebody else is shining or getting something more or the same. If you're getting the same or more than Hassan Campbell and he knows you, oh my God, that's even worse. If he don't know you, it still bothers him, but it doesn't bother him as much as if he did. As if he do know you, oh my God, that he can't sleep at night. He toss and turn at night when that shit happens. That's why he came back, because Shaft was in the 210 Toes Down was the one in the algorithm right now about them pictures. He's like, oh hell no.
And I promise anybody and everybody, don't come in. These niggas is woke.
And this is the setup. All these niggas do it. Young Pharaoh did it. He did it. Hassan Campbell did it. Tahaka Bay did it. Polite did it. They all do the same shit. They ask for donations and then be like, I promise you, either I'm going to give such and such back, or I'm going to donate to this, or I'm going to do this with it, and nothing ever comes of it. Umar Johnson, too. He's been doing this shit with the school. Nothing ever comes of it. Nothing. He did this last time. He need money for lawyers. No lawyer, no war, no nothing ever happened. He went and bought cars and shit. He need money. He was going to help pay people rent. He was going to donate $5,000 to a reward for the police for finding the little girl's murderer. Nothing ever happens. He does this every single time. All them niggas do this shit. When I ask for donations, I say it's for the fucking channel, and that's what it's for. When I ask for donations, it's specifically for what I asked it for. I've asked for donations before, but it don't be no shit like this. It'd be for the channel.
To do to keep that $20 million. Do you think that they want to let me and Layla Wills get in the way of them getting them type of donations?
He's upset.
I need everybody to support me. I need everybody, and I promise anybody and everybody, don't come in here with the clown shit, with the laughing and the clown shit. Ain't nothing funny about this. I will hide you from this channel. I need everybody to stand up and support me on this right here. Because if y'all say, anybody that has a child, I don't care if you don't like me, I want you to look at your child and think of Epstein. Look at your child, think of Africa Bambaataa. Look at your
See, he's trying to play with people's pain. He's trying to play on the people's heartstrings. That's what he's doing. That's what all these niggas do. They play on people's pain. They target it. They target victims specifically. They target specifically. Fuck that word. Specifically, they target victims. That's who they want to see. That's who they target. They play with their pain. They play on their heartstrings. They relate to their pain. So you would donate to them. Oh my God, I've been through that. Let me donate. No, just the other day you was telling people. So let's put you in that category when you say think of Epstein, think of Africa Bambaataa, think of Hassan Campbell. You know why we want to think of Hassan Campbell when you put stuff in that category? This is why we want to put. We were going by his logic. So think of Epstein, think of Bambaataa, think of Hassan Campbell, and this is why.
You motherfucking right. I said I touch kids. When I fuck your 12-year-old son, 13-year-old son. You motherfucking right, I said I touch kids. Let me find your motherfucking son. Right? Let me find your son or your daughter. I said I touch kids. And let me catch them at 12 years old. And when I stick heavy dick in that little 12, 13-year-old little bitch, what part y'all missed? The people hurt me. when I fuck your 12-year-old son, 13-year-old son, and then run through your family and fuck all the other children in your family. I said I touch kids. Let me find your motherfucking son. Right? Let me find your son or your daughter and let me catch them at 12 years old. And when I stick heavy dick in that little 12, 13-year-old little bitch, when I fuck your 12-year-old son, 13-year-old son, and then run through your family and fuck all the other children in your...
We can safely put Hassan Campbell in that category. And then you threaten to do it to 10 Toes Down, Five God, Doggy Diamonds, and a couple other people. Every time he argues with somebody, he threatens to do something sexual to them. And he admits to saying it in this video.
Child to think of R. Kelly.
Think of Hassan.
Don't look at the fact that you don't like me for whatever reasons that you keep watching me. Because I don't understand, if you don't like me, why do you keep watching me? If you don't like me, why do you pray for my downfall? Just turn the TV off.
I don't pray for your downfall, sir. I pray for you to get some goddamn help. I do think somebody need to knock you upside your motherfucking head and humble you. And I would love to be that person. But I don't pray for your downfall. I pray that you get some goddamn help, my nigga. I pray that you get some help. I pray that you stop trying to fraud. You act like you're for the people and you're out here for a message. You're just talking on YouTube. You're not really doing the work. If you're a YouTuber and you're a blogger, that's fine. But don't be out here pretending like you're actually out here doing the work. You're comparing yourself to people like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Nigga, you tripping. You just talking on YouTube. Martin Luther King was out there, and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and people that stature, them people was out there that actually feeding the homeless, marching with people, protesting, building shelters, you name it. They were actually out there doing that, giving out turkeys on Thanksgiving. What has he done? But show up to somebody else's shoe drive? We don't even know if he even put anything into it. We don't even know if he donated.
Turn the TV off. My Cash App is $ Hassan Campbell. And it's like, just like that. Some ugly shit that we haven't proven yet.
It hasn't been proven.
But because people that are involved with the museum know him or are cool with him or haven't denounced him, they're starting to start the, I'm going to City Hall, I got to complain, I got to this. But what happened is, what always happens, say shut the whole shit down. These people saying, yo, I don't want Van Bonnet, this picture in there, I don't want this, he did this and this and that. You stop the museum. And this is why whenever people that look like us, speak like us, come from where we come from, try to do something, we shut it down. When a child is touched, when a child is molested, when a child is hurt, when a dog bites a child, the police put the dog down right there. Africa Bambaataa been so many children.
Wait, what the fuck do a dog biting a child got to do with? What?
That's what it's all about, Trey.
The fuck is he talking about?
Bro, what? You know what he sound like right now? This is what he sound like right now. Trying to add in metaphors, and I don't think he fully comprehend what the hell he's saying. This is what he sound like right now.
They're gonna try to belittle you.
Come against that what?
They're gonna try to sabotage you.
They gonna try to salva who you?
They're gonna try to satellize your name.
Satellize? You mean like put it in space?
They're gonna just try to do anything they're trying to do to destroy you. To store you.
That's what he sound like to me right now. Bunch of gobbledygook. And you're trying to play on people's heartstrings to get donations.
So many parents couldn't do nothing about Africa Bambaataa. You know why? Because Africa Bambaataa had an army behind him. That's why he got away with it for so many years.
You know what don't make sense about that statement he just made? He said so many parents couldn't do nothing about Africa Bambaataa because he had an army. Bullshit. The police is the biggest gang in America. There is no way in hell he's molesting all these children and their parents know about it. And none of them going to the goddamn cops. Use a lot. Bro. Come on. Nobody. Bullshit.
But bottom line to it is, y'all have to make a decision. As a community, the Bronx, New York City, do we allow a pedophile ring to run a hip-hop museum where children will enter on a daily basis? That's the question. I didn't say anything about the museum has to be closed down. Fat Joe did.
Yeah, I ain't know nothing about the kids going in and out on a daily basis. Yeah, I ain't know nothing about all that. We're gonna have to do something about that. I understand that part. If Africa Bambaataa running it, shouldn't be no kids up in that motherfucker.
The museum could be ran by victims. The museum could be ran by people.
See, he said the museum could be ran by victims. Who, you? See, he want that money. He want that museum. He want to take that museum and he want to take that money from Africa Bambaataa. That's all this is about right now. It don't got nothing to do about victims. It's all about him taking from Bambaataa. That's all it has. He's a scorned lover. That's all he wanted to do. By victims. Get the fuck out of here. What the victims got to do with hip hop?
Who was honorable, and hip children will enter on a daily basis. That's the question. I didn't say anything about the museum has to be closed down. Fat Joe did.
Because you want it.
The museum could be ran by victims. The museum could be ran by people who was honorable in hip hop, not KRS-One.
What KRS-One got to do with it? Oh yeah.
And the fact that Fat Joe would actually sit there now, after all these years, you finally decide to speak up because there's a $20 million budget for hip hop?
Hell yeah.
You wouldn't speak for or against the.
Hell yeah, he had 20 million reasons to speak. The fuck you talking about? Did you not hear what you just said? You want to speak now that is $20 million involved? You motherfucking right I do. What are you talking about?
Victims, you're just still quiet. And the fact that Fat Joe would actually sit there now, after all these years, you finally decide to speak up because there's a $20 million budget for hip hop? You wouldn't speak for or against the victims, you're just still quiet. But now that $20 million is on the table, you have a voice, you have something to say. And let me make this clear too, man.
Yeah.
Some of these YouTubers,
and you notice that you keep narrowing in on this $20 million. $20 million. $20 million. He keep narrowing in on it. He want that $20 million, I'm telling you. He want it for himself. Watch, he gonna say it.
I'm not even mentioning their names, are on the payroll of Africa Bambaataa. Niggas is predicting what I'm gonna say when I come back to YouTube.
Yep.
Do you see that my page is not monetized?
Did.
What do that tell you?
I definitely did predict everything you was gonna say. I definitely did. Because you're predictable. You're very predictable.
Niggas is predicting what I'm gonna say when I come back to YouTube. Do you see that my pages is not monetized? What do that tell you? My pages is not monetized. I went from making 20 to 30,000.
Your page not monetized because you won't shut up. You keep saying slick shit. You just told a man that you was gonna knock him out and take his booty. That's grounds for being demonetized. That's ground for not being monetized, bro. That video I just played of you, what you said to Kev Gills, that right there should have got you thrown off of YouTube, period. You've been getting away with this shit for a long time, my man. It's about time somebody did something. They checked you.
$40,000, $50,000, $17,000 a month to nothing.
What?
Why now?
Because
YouTube been letting me get away with murder, right?
Yeah, and they finally got tired of you. People finally got that Doggy Diamonds video was the last motherfucking straw, bro. It was the last straw. It was the straw that broke the camel's back, my nigga. The internet they had enough of you. And all you niggas out there talking about what y'all gonna talk about, it's gonna be another Hassan Campbell. Somebody else is gonna slide right in that spot. What are y'all niggas talking about? It's the internet. Somebody's gonna fill that void. There's a whole bunch of shit to talk about on the internet.
Now all say that, right? I've been getting away even though I had 3 strikes back to back.
Yeah, you just said you've been getting away with murder. You had 3 strikes back to back and still got your channel. Dumbass, you just told on yourself. You got away with murder. You got 3 strikes back to back and still kept your channel. Yeah, nigga, you definitely got away with murder. You just told on yourself too.
If y'all don't like me, stop watching me.
Make us.
But here's the reality of it, right? I want to thank everybody that support me though. Because one thing I will say is that first of all, this page right here has been shadow banned and demonetized. Y'all already see that. We still got almost 3,000 people in the building. And I ain't even share this link. But y'all can share this.
See, that's another contradiction right there. Because he made a video talking about it's rigged. The numbers are rigged. Hold on now. Keep in mind what he just said. What did he just say? Now this right here is proof that you're buying you're buying views. He keeps telling on himself. Now listen to what he said. He's a jackass. Listen to what he said in this video right here. Same video.
This is how you know when you see when a nigga getting sabotaged. My live just ended with 21 views after 2 hours. But when you look at the picture, it shows you that I only had 5,000 views right after the live, man. The game is rigged.
Bro, you're an idiot. Listen to what this nigga just said. You just told us that you're buying views and people in your joint because your numbers don't weigh out.
This is how you know when you see when a nigga getting sabotaged. My live just ended with 21,000 views after 2 hours. But when you look at the picture, it shows you that I only had 5,000 views right after the live, man. The game is rigged.
Okay.
You gonna say the game is rigged, and then at the same time be like, oh, I got 30, and then brag about the people back to your numbers. That's what he's doing, basically. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to plug in this damn plug. How you gonna brag about your numbers and then in the live and then be like, the game is rigged, they playing with my numbers? What sense does that make? That makes absolutely no sense. Is the game rigged or are you getting high numbers? That's what I want to know. Is the game rigged or are you getting high numbers?
Shut up, pussy! Shut your punk ass up!
Video, that's for one. For two, I felt like the second coming of Christ, nigga. Y'all niggas is thinking y'all watching me, what y'all hating.
Did you just compare yourself to Christ, nigga? See what this internet? You see what they do for views? You see what this internet shit do? He said he the second coming of Christ, nigga. You tripping? He said he felt like the second coming of Christ, nigga. You tripping?
I already see that. We still got almost 3,000 people in the building, and I didn't even share this link, which I could share this video. That's for one. For two, I felt like the second coming of Christ, nigga. Y'all niggas are sitting back and y'all watching me.
He really felt. They really feeling himself.
Which I hating y'all heart. But all I did was put a do not disturb on my page and went viral. Woo-hoo-hoo! You mean to tell me that Hassan Campbell is Michael Jackson bad? You know I'm bad. I'm bad. You
see? I told y'all he did this shit on purpose. He wanted attention. You're bragging about seeking attention. It's like when regular people, like when they post pictures of their babies and they block out the face. Like, you're not no fucking celebrity. Why are you blocking out the face of the baby? You want people to be like, oh, why are you blocking out? You want people to ask you that. That's attention seeking. You did that to get some attention. You wanted attention. You wanted a way to get attention. And then you flipped it into a conspiracy to get donations. That Fat Joe and that museum shit was just perfect timing. Because he did the Layla Wheels thing, and then all that shit started happening. And then he put his shit on, then he put his page on Do Not Disturb. That was just, it was an opportunist on that hip hop situation.
Who's back? I wish I could moonwalk out this bitch. I'm the nigga in Nebraska, and you niggas is mad.
Did he just say
Who's back? Yeah, Hassan Campbell.
He said what?
I'm back. I'm back. You know it. Who's back?
That nigga said
Nigga, did you know that I can see you?
You better be careful, little buddy.
How the fuck you don't know the words to I'm bad, bro?
I wish I could moonwalk out this bitch. I'm the illest nigga in Nebraska, and you niggas is mad.
See?
You mean to tell me, hold up.
You just went.
I put a do not disturb page up.
See, he went. You see how he went from crying to bragging. How the fuck did we go from crying? I'm up against $20 million. I need donation money. Yada, yada, yada. They playing with my pain. this, that, and the third to I'm the baddest motherfucker on the internet. How the fuck did we get here, bro? How the hell did we get here?
Went silent. Didn't see nothing. Didn't say nothing. Yeah, I seen these haters. Ooh, I seen these haters. Niggas talking about what you say, Doggy Diamonds. And it's funny because the video that got flagged.
Now watch what he said.
When I said that I would knock Son out and bend him over and hit him in the
look at it. He's bragging about saying it. He's dancing and bragging about saying it. The nigga dancing and bragging about saying it, and watch him bite his lip. He really meant it. He really meant it. The nigga bit his lip and everything. He really meant that shit. Hold on, let me go. Why the fuck that? Oh, there we go. He really meant it. Watch him bite his lip and everything.
Ooh, I seen these haters. Niggas talking about what you say, Doggy Diamonds. And it's funny because the video that got flagged, when I said that I would knock Son out and bend him over and
look, he and doing sexual motions, bro. You said it again? You said, bro. Bro. This shit is crazy, bro. Y'all niggas is weird on the internet.
Hit him in the, When I sat back and said I knocked Son out and pushed his doodle all over his belly, I'm always being disrespectful, I'm sorry.
He said he would knock him out and push his, rape, R-wording, take his booty, and push his doodle all over it. Who says shit like this? Where they do that at?
I'm sorry. Yeah, when I said that, that's the video that they flagged. I didn't fight for that.
Okay.
But notice, Doggy, I didn't.
So they wasn't right for doing that? You threatened the man and threatened to knock him out and take his booty. They weren't justified in flagging you for that? You don't see nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm talking about here? He don't see nothing wrong with what he said. He obviously doesn't, because he just said it again and then said it even more graphic than he said it the first time. He did a dance with it, bit his lip, talking about he'll push his doo-doo all over his stomach. What, nigga? Push his doo-doo all over his stomach. So you gonna pull his poop out his... Bro, what the Yo, this is some sick psycho shit. Where they... What?
Go to your page. I didn't flag you, Doggy. So you put a post up, right? You put a post up. And in your post, what you say? Stop with the lies. Nothing happened to your channel. Nigga, I didn't say nothing. I didn't tell y'all anything happened. I didn't want y'all to know what happened to me. I was just mentally dealing with it.
You did, nigga. You're lying. You just told us that you're up against $20 million.
All of the things that I was going through so it can make me great. But y'all didn't say, hold up. And
nigga, you still haven't got over that shit with Bambaataa, nigga.
I want to show you how funny they is and how they working with Africa Bambaataa.
All right, now let's go to this. Now, y'all remember he begged for donations. Now let's go to this 10 toes down part.
Made it clear.
All right, now, y'all remember he was just bragging. I mean, just talking about he need donations. He demonetized. He asking for donations. He up against $20 million. He fighting wars against celebrities. Y'all remember he just said that, right? Okay. Keep that in mind. Now
we cannot let them stop hip hop. Oh, there is a war. but he's being a manipulator. For who? Who sent you? Who you working for? Whose payroll are you on? And why you know about everything that I do? Why do you keep putting my address in the description box on your videos on the internet? Why are you trying to get my family killed? Why do you keep putting my...
Now, I want y'all to keep that in mind too. This address situation. Because he said several times, he's threatened people several times, told them to come to his house and meet him at his house. He said, my address is on the internet. Come meet me at my house. Watch this. Look at this. Hold on, I don't mean to get off track. Look at the front of his truck. Look at that shit, bro. That shit, cut that shit off, bro. You can clearly see it's going bald. All around here in the front. That shit is going bald, nigga. Cut that shit off. Look at that shit. You can see it close up. That shit is going bald, nigga. Cut that shit off. Cut that shit off.
What you do is, you know what I want you to do? I want you to send me I want you to send me a picture.
Whoever you talking to tripping. Whoever you talking to tripping.
I'm from the Bronx, one lady that need to fuck out. You go gas me up, you fight that. You holla at me, nigga. Fucking chill. Send me a picture of you and send me your address. I'm saying in my face. Send me a picture. Send me a picture. Shut up. Nigga. Yeah, I'm fucking sending my fucking picture, nigga. I told him on my fucking face. You can call me TR, nigga. You can call me TR from Fox News in the Bronx, nigga. Ooh, nigga. I go by road now, nigga. Bitch, don't do it, motherfucker. Do it, nigga, son. Do it. Who the fuck you? Now your mother just swallowed my nuts where I live at. You pull up right now and show me just how real you is.
Now let's listen.
Who the fuck you? Now your mother just swallowed my nuts where I live at. You pull up right now and show me just how real you is. Fuck all the talking. Oh, you clown ass nigga. I talk about your mother. She gave birth.
He said, you know where I live at. One more time. You know where I live at. You pull up right now. This is what he always tells people.
My mother just swallowed my nuts where I live at. You pull up right now and show me just how real you is. Fuck, I'm doing. Who the fuck you? Now your mother just swallowed my nuts where I live at. You pull up right now and show me just how real you is. Fuck all the.
This is what he say to people. That's what he say to people. And you got a nerve to sit there and talk about, hold 10 toes down, it's telling my business and blah, blah, blah. Nigga, shut the fuck up. He said, why you gonna put my address out there like that? Blah, blah, blah. Nigga, you put your address out there. What are you talking about? Nigga, you put your address out there. You've been telling people to come to your house. Nigga.
Shut up, pussy! Shut your punk ass up!
Alright. Let's go back to the spot. Alright, we're almost there.
She was doing bad. Your channel was doing bad.
He talking about 10 toes down. His channel is not doing bad. His channel is doing fine. And he's in the algorithm right now. His channel is not doing bad. That's why you jump back in real quick, because 10 toes down is in the algorithm right now.
It's never been proven. Africa Bambaataa has been found guilty by the community. The hell with the courts.
When did we have this take this vote? When did this happen? I'm confused.
But you see the military mind games that's being played? But this is who you niggas swap. Well, actually, shout out to y'all for not watching him. His channel was doing bad.
Yeah.
Your channel was doing bad.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Not bad meaning good, but bad meaning bad.
No, it ain't. You said that about Charleston White. He ain't doing it. Everybody that is shooting up, that's what he said. Anybody that's starting to rise and shoot up the algorithm, he he targets them and be like, oh, they doing bad, and try to discredit them. He wants you to stop watching them.
Which was never proven or fact. Then there was thank you for sponsoring this war that never existed.
Facts.
Now the war that y'all about to go see, that's getting even bigger now, that's at City Hall. With Layla Wills and the rest of the parties that's coming down there. The war that he's trying to convince you that's not.
The war that Layla Wills and everybody else put together. You had nothing to do with them putting. See, this is the thing I'll be talking about. He latches himself onto other people's work. Yes, you've been on here talking, yapping about Bambaataa. But Layla Wills is the one that put that protest together. Went down City Hall and got everybody together to do the protest. You ain't do none of that shit. All you did was latch yourself to it and take credit for everything. That's all you did. You latched yourself onto it again, right back onto it, because just a year ago, you told us we had to pay you to talk about Africa Bambaataa. We had to pay you to talk about it. And now all of a sudden that is a big thing. Now all of a sudden you back in it. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You know what that nigga did? You's a flip-flop nigga. Flip-flop nigga.
So you say you saw a what?
It was a wolf, goddammit, big black faking ass wolf. The motherfucker jumped off the boat and ran over there. And when it got there, son of a bitch turned into a man. Did the flip-flop shit on me. Just like a hoe I knew in Detroit back in 62, 63. I go over a house on Saturday night, this love me, man. Take a chicken and some pretzels. I come to the door, she's a man. Flip-flop is this shit. You ever seen a motherfucker flip-flop on you and shit like this in your face? Don't afraid to be flipping and shit.
So the wolf you saw...
Flip-flopping. He flip-flop. That's what that nigga do. He flip-flop like a motherfucker.
Happening that y'all about to see all over the news.
This the flip-flop right here. This is a prime example right now.
And tell y'all straight up and down, we gotta stop these people by any means necessary. If those of y'all that's new in the building, I played the Fat Joe video where he made it clear that we cannot let them stop hip-hop. Oh, there is a war. But he's being a manipulator. For who? Who sent you? Who you working for? Whose payroll are you on? And why do you know about everything that I do? Why do you keep putting my address in the description box on your videos on the internet? Why are you trying to get my family?
Wait, he talking about Fat Joe. He's saying Fat Joe trying to get him killed. Fat Joe put his address out there. He's saying Fat Joe is trying to get him killed. Hold on, let me make sure that I'm hearing this correctly. Because he said Fat Joe.
Let them stop hip hop. Oh, there is a that y'all about to see all over the. That's at City Hall. With Layla Wills and the rest of the parties that's coming down there. The war that he's trying to convince you that's not happening, that y'all about to see all over the news. The war where you see Fat Joe get on the internet and tell y'all straight up and down, we gotta stop these people by any means necessary. If those of y'all that's new in the building, I played the Fat Joe video where he made it clear
that we
cannot let them stop hip-hop. Oh, there is a war. But he's being a manipulator. For who? Who sent you? Who you working for? Whose payroll are you on? And why you know about everything that I do? Why do you keep putting my address in the description box?
He's talking about Fat Joe. When did Fat Joe put his address out? Somebody tell me this. When did Fat Joe put his address out? Why? When did Fat Joe try to get him killed? When did this happen? And if it did happen, nigga, you've been talking shit about that man for so long. You didn't think Fat Joe Crack, Don Carter Jean, whatever he called himself. I don't mean to disrespect the man. You didn't think that nigga that's a real gangster. You ain't never hear no stories about young Joe, Fat Joe being no sucker.
On your videos on the internet. Why are you trying to get my family killed? Why do you keep putting my address in the description box of your...
Now you trying to turn your family into victims too? This is the crazy shit, bro. See, this is what they do nowadays. They victimize themselves for donations. This is what they do.
Videos. Why would you do that? That's evil. Why would you put my address in the description box of this video? Needle mode. They got the whole internet in the uproar, seeking attention.
Oh, he's saying 10 toes put it in. Bro, you gotta be more clear on what you're saying, because it sounded like he was saying Fat Joe, and now you talking about 10 toes. You double talking, nigga.
This is what children in the 5th grade. Again, when a person takes time off to find out and to reevaluate what to do with my life, to fast for the month of Ramadan, I could have been back on the internet. I chose not to.
Bro, stop fucking lying, my nigga. You was only gone 3 days. Notice the month of Ramadan. The month. You were only gone 3 days. What the fuck did you, nigga? You's a boat, nigga. You, bro, nigga. You ain't fast. Nothing. You were only going 3 days. Wasn't even a whole week.
I only got on the internet to tell you people to follow me on my other platforms. I only got on the internet to tell you.
You got on the internet to beg for donations.
Those of y'all that become a Patreon right now, there will be a reward for all of you.
See, they promise a
That's
reward.
where I'll be at.
What reward?
Looking for attention. When people look for attention, they gotta give you attention. They gotta be in your face.
That's what you did. That's what you did. That's what you're doing now. Looking for attention.
I disappeared. He came and found me. I disappeared.
Who came and
He came and found me. Hassan, where you at? Let me tag him.
Who came and found you? 10 Toes was in the middle of arguing with Zip with the Drip and that other dude about a boxing match. Wasn't nobody worried about you, nigga. Niggas was doing their own thing. 10 Toes is about to have a boxing match. Them niggas was doing their own thing. There wasn't nobody even talking about you.
You. Let me mess with you. You're looking for attention. And them having to suffer the blows of his...
Alright, this is the part I'm talking about.
Looking for attention. When people look for attention, they gotta give you attention. They gotta be in your face. I disappeared. He came and found me. I disappeared.
Hold on. All right.
You would be nothing without me. Any.
Right
Let me mess with you. You're looking for attention. You would be nothing without me. Any fame, any popularity that you had, everything came from me.
We can say the same thing about you and my son. Every Hall of Fame we can say the same thing about you. Africa Bambaataa, Jim Jones. You got your name and your claim to fame is Africa Bambaataa, my nigga. Nobody don't know you for nothing else but Africa Bambaataa. You take Africa Bambaataa out the equation, there's no Hassan Campbell. There's no Hassan Campbell. Nobody would have had. We wouldn't have listened to you in the first place. You just been some crazy ass, wild, weird nigga on the internet. You are some crazy, wild, weird nigga. We're seeing that now.
I gave life to you, and when I leave the internet, here comes death. You niggas can't survive without me.
Stop fucking lying, nigga. We were doing fine.
But if they did take his channel, I must say that I do feel sorry for his kids and Lily and them having to suffer the blows of his bad choices. You ain't gotta feel sorry for Lily. We just bought a house.
Bam.
Oh yeah, we just bought another house.
Bam.
So you ain't gotta feel sorry for us. and the kids, because we still getting money.
Bam.
You better be careful, little buddy.
You literally just beg for donations, but you still getting money.
For Lily, we just bought a house. Oh yeah, we just bought another house. So you ain't gotta feel sorry for us. And the kids, because we still getting money. Y'all always said what a nigga gonna do. We leveled up. We just bought a house.
You just beg for you just beg for donations. But you leveled up, you're getting money, and you just bought a house.
You better be careful, little buddy.
If you donate to this nigga, use a goofball. Use a goofy. This nigga begged for donations. Oh, I'm up against $20 million. I'm fighting this war. Going up against celebrities. 20 million. I'm up against this, that, and the third. Boo-hooing. Hit my Cash App. Go to my Patreon. Pay for my videos. And then turn around and tell you that he getting money. He just bought a house. He leveled up. Bruh. Y'all, you donate to this nigga. Y'all niggas is goofy. This shit is crazy. But that's where I'm gonna stop it at, y'all.
You better be careful, little buddy.